In Joe Biden's America, he has a Department of Agriculture that has they have an agency, the Civil Rights, Diversity, and Inclusion Agency. You know, I think back to when I was a kid growing up on the farm. Diversity used to mean when we'd have Jerseys and Guernseys along with our Holsteins. I remember inclusion used to be begging my 7 brothers and sisters, would you let me play on the baseball team in the local neighborhood?
Diversity, equity, inclusion being referred to in the Department of Agriculture to cows is a loud bullhorn, not a dog whistle, to racists reminding people that animals, chattel, black people should not be the priority in anybody's workplace policies. And this is dangerous. You hear a room full of white people screaming and clapping. But of all places he's complaining about is the Department of Agriculture and their Civil Rights Department. Why does that matter? Why am I talking about that? Because it was the Department of Agriculture lack of having a Civil Rights Department, which led to black people in this country losing so much farmland because white people from government agencies were able to take black farm. We lost over 1 million acres in less than 100 years because of racist policies.
Over the past century, African Americans have lost millions of acres of farms they owned across the South. It's a trend propelled not just by economic forces, but by white racism and local white political and economic power. It's not just a legacy of the Jim Crow South either. Most of the losses have occurred since the 1950s.
And none of those white people in that room are willing to clap and stand up and say we need a civil rights movement to address what their white cousins are willing to do and take from us. This is active slavery, not just enslaving an entire race based on their skin color to make other people of a different skin color rich. That's not enough. Let's just take what land they are able to get for themselves. Take it for white farmers. Over 1 million acres of black farmland has been taken because of government agencies and the lack of diversity and the lack of civil rights department. So all I hear when I hear people like Google and Meta and other companies slashing their DEI programs because of the pushback from racist white Republicans is that white people are comfortable with the oppression of black people. And I also see how so many black people were hung and it was put on TV and in newspapers, and white people are okay with it. I see how the governors from the South during the 60s were able to spray black children with water hose and put their dogs on them, and white people watched it as if it didn't matter. I'm watching it again with Republicans right now in 2024 as white America sit comfortable while they take the N-word and flip it around and use DEI this week, CRT last week, thugs, whatever the catchphrase is. It all has the same effect. Remind black people that America does not give a damn about our suffering, and every other people can be made whole. But the moment black people look for their wholeness or ask for what we are deserved, we are told that we are lazy and asking for something that the people that are living now are not responsible for. While elected officials get on stands behind signs that says Trump, MAGA, and GOP and say the most racist shit. I'm Mondale Robinson. I don't want to talk about it no more.